Now, I seen that video of that little girl committing suicide because of bullying. And then I turned around and seen another photo on Instagram showing another child committed suicide over bullying. See, you know what? What I realized at these bullies are literally an example of their parents. Because these parents is not attentive to their kids. They out here partying, drinking, doing whatever around their kids, saying whatever around their kids, and their kids is a product of their environment, which is their parents. So they're gonna only reciprocate what they see in life. What pisses me off is that when you have kids, your life doesn't revolve around you no more. Your life revolves around your kids. And yes, you want to look into the celebrities to take care of your kids and be a role model. But in reality, when you lay down and have that child, it's your responsibility to be a role model to that child. So that is your responsibility to lead by example and not nobody else. So I do have some examples of how to align your kids with understanding what is good and bad. And here's a few of them. But I do have a couple of tips that can be useful for parents that's struggling with basically kids getting bullied, or just basically trying to teach their kids not to be a bully. So I have a like an incident from my own experience with my child. And my son, he was just basically letting me know how they was teasing him about his dreads, how they call him ugly and short. And I had to basically explain to my son, even though somebody tell you something negative, you have to remember that you're none of those things that people say, because people always going to have something to say because they have their own opinion. You have to learn how to think highly of yourself. Let the kids know that they are beautiful, they are handsome, they are intelligent. You have to instill value in your kids so they can know ahead of time who they are, for when somebody else come along as another child or another human being come along and try to interject some negative things on them, they know how to respond to it. However, now on the other hand, my son also was bullying a child, as in just basically saying really negative things to a little girl. So the little girl had a boil on her face, and my son teased her about it, and a teacher told me. So once I got home, I sat down and explained to my son. I said, "Son, do you remember how you felt when somebody was calling you ugly, short, and your dress was nappy and all this other stuff? Do you remember that?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Exactly. Why would you do that to somebody else if you know how I feel yourself? Why would you tease somebody else knowing that somebody done you like that? If you felt that way, imagine how they would feel." So I gave him an example so he can understand from a child point of view that if he don't want it to be done to him, don't do it to anyone else. And that's just an example of how we can help our kids know that what's wrong from right. Teach them, give them examples of what not to do and what to do, but explain it and break it down in a child mentality so they can understand why they shouldn't do these things and how positive things will affect them and will bring the best out of them. You know, so it's all about, for a child, the same as for an adult, is changing their mindset. And that's basically what I have to say about that. And I definitely will be elaborating on some more things about changing your mindset for adults, because we got some working to do. You know, some adults don't even understand that. So do me a favor, my beautiful queens and kings. Can you subscribe to my channel? Make sure you turn on notifications so you know when I have some good stuff to elaborate on, and you won't miss it. Thank you so much for coming and watch my video. I appreciate you taking the time out your day to come and view my channel. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Have a good one.